Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? So, in this video here, I wanted to get into Demetrius Andrade. You know, he had a very sensational performance last week against Willie Nelson. It was his first fight, first meaningful fight in quite some time. I think the last meaningful fight came in 2013 against Brian Rose when he was defending his title. So it's been a while for Andrade, and Willie Nelson, a good opponent, definitely a tough opponent. He is a guy that if you are not on your P's and Q's, he can mess around and upset you and beat you. We saw that in a guy against Tony Harrison, who was very once highly touted, undefeated prospect, and then Willie Nelson was able to expose him and knock him out in the later rounds. So he's a guy that can definitely expose some of the more talented fighters 154 if you're not on your P's and Q's. And, I'll say this about Andrade, that performance he put on against Willie Nelson to the 12th round TKO, was probably one of the best performances I've seen all year from a pure boxing standpoint. Because he was in there, he was slipping shots, he was hitting them with good body shots to the head. Controlling range, and his power, his shots, his punches had some thump behind him. So he was able to put Willie Nelson on the canvas multiple times, and it was a dominant performance. And if I was a boxing coach or I was teaching my kid how to box, I would have showed him that fight against Andrade. Moving, cutting off the ring, slipping shots, punch variation, punch angles. That's what you saw from Demetrius Andrade, and he looked like a guy that is the best fighter at 154. Now, at 154, things are beginning to heat up just a little bit. We have the Charlo brothers, who, for better or for worse, depends on who you talk to. Some people are high on the Charlos, some people aren't. I'm not that high on the Charlos. I don't think Jermell is that good. He was getting outboxed by John Jackson and caught a very fortunate break with the whole mouthpiece thing, and then he got punched. Then you have Jamal Charlo, who is a talented fighter, but really, I don't think I don't see him being better than Demetrius Andrade, and I definitely don't think he's better than Julian Williams. I don't know. Julian Williams and Jamal Charlo, that's a little more even than Andrade. But to me, from a skill standpoint, Andrade is the best fighter at 154. He's got it all, man. He can box, good defense, good foot speed, good hand speed, good punching power in both hands. He just knows what he's doing when he's in there. And, I think he beats Lara. I don't think Lara has the power or the boxing ability to beat a guy like Andrade. Really, I think the only guy for him that's going to be a problem is Julian Williams. And Julian Williams is still in the prospect stage, so he's still getting better with his fights. But that to me, at 154, that's the fight. Demetrius Andrade versus Julian Williams. So it is what it is there, but I would love to see Andrade clean this division out. I think he's very more than capable of doing that. And when we see performances like that, that reconfirms to me and many people why we were all so once high on Demetrius Andrade. He's very skilled, pound for pound type skills. He's got those type of skills to be a pound for pound fighter. And with more performances like that, I'd be more inclined to put on my own pound for pound list, which I said this so many times, but I gotta put it out. It's been more than 6 months since the year started. I got to put the pound for pound list out. But, dominant performance against Willie Nelson. He got caught with some uppercuts. He did have a little adversity early in the fight, but he stayed composed and was able to impose his game plan on Willie Nelson. And what you saw was a very thorough and dominating performance from a guy that, as a boxing fan, you should be happy to have back. And, I say for him, if contractually speaking, if you can't contractually or the politics of boxing dictate that you can't get the big fights with Charlo or Lara or Julian Williams or whoever, try to at least get one of those names on your resume and then move it to 160. I'll love to see this guy fight Triple G. I think Demetrius Andrade skills would be a good test for Triple G. I think he has the skills to beat him, the boxing ability to beat him, and it would be probably the hardest guy Triple G's ever fought. He would present the biggest challenge in cutting off the ring. We know that a big reason that Triple G is so successful is because he cuts off the ring. But if he fights a guy like Demetrius Andrade, it'll be very hard for him to cut off the ring. And that style-wise, that's a very interesting fight as a boxing fan. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Demetrius Andrade is the best fighter at 154? And did that performance off of a long layoff against a good opponent in Willie Nelson prove to you that he's still the cream of the crop at 154? And who would you like to see him fight next? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.